It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, everybody. Ernie Johnson here. Shaq's here. Kenny's here. Welcome to this edition of 2K Sports. The action tonight will be live from Salt Lake City as the Utah Jazz play against the Boston Celtics. Looking at Boston, this is their first time facing off this season. Last year, they split the season series at a game apiece. And a guy we'll be watching tonight, Jay Crowder, impacts the game in a number of ways. Shaq, would you call him underrated?
Very underrated, but more people know about him now. Maybe not a household name, but that's because he focuses on the little things.
Yeah, he's a tone setter, defensively. He can get you 8 a game easily, no problem, plays to his strengths, and sometimes when you can get 8, that's better than getting none.
That was deep.
You can get 8 right now. You look like a sandwich.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, tonight's Jazz starting lineup. Starting at point, at 6'3", number 3, Ricky Rubio. At small forward, standing 6'8", number 2, Joe Ingles. Starting at forward, number 15 and 6'10" from Georgia Tech, Derek Favors. The other guard, at 6'3", number 45, Donovan Mitchell. The big man, at 7'0", number 27, Rudy Gobert. And coaching your home team, this is Reed Snyder. Ladies and gentlemen, your Utah Jazz.
We're at Vivint Smart Home Arena, the home of the Jazz, as 2K Sports brings you today's action. Live from Salt Lake City, Utah. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge is joining us from the sideline. This game will wrap up the homestand here for the Jazz. Guys, when you compare their performance last season to where they sit right now, not a whole lot different story. Not necessarily a big surprise either.
And I think for the Jazz, that big splash they were hoping for to start the season just never evolved. I mean, they're stuck there in the middle of the pack.
It's not how you start, though. It's how you finish, right? So if they still got time to pull this all together and make some noise as the season goes along.
And now the opening lineup for Boston. Hayward is the 4, with Horford in the middle. Irving at point with Brown to his side. They're the backcourt. And it's Tatum in at the small forward. What we have tonight, 2 awesome rebounding teams, Steve. What do you think we're going to be seeing out there in this one?
2 teams that get after it. I love to watch the game within the game. Just watching 2 gladiators go at it, just boxing out. They're grabbing, they're fighting for the loose ball. It's interesting to see what goes on before you actually get the rebound.
Like a chess match, right? You make a move, then I'll try to counter that move.
And teams now, they count possessions, analytics. Everybody wants to see who has the most possessions, and that will give you a better chance to win the ball game.
And Utah has possession, following the bucket by the Celtics. Ingles kicks to Mitchell. From outside the arc, new 24 for Utah. Here's Gobert, and it's blocked by Brown. Tatum on the wing. Hayward outside. Brown outside. And he drops that one in.
And when Brown has that jump shot going, he's hard to slow down. Just has such a beautiful release on that shot.
Now, here's Rubio. He picked up 15 points in their last win against Dallas. Here's Mitchell, and it's blocked. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Tatum. Little over a minute 30 into this first quarter. Ingles.
The long reach of Hayward is tough to release over. Tough for the shooter to get a clean look.
Tatum passes to Irving. Kicks it to Horford. Brown outside. The shot's good on the assist by Horford.
And defensively, this is a nightmare. He's already on a roll.
Well, obviously, this was the strategy coming in. Feed him the rock and let him go to work.
Now, here's Rubio. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. From beyond the arc, the rebound by the Celtics. They come into this having outplayed Phoenix the last game.
And anytime you come off the bench, you know your role. And that night, it was about scoring.
Especially on the road, you're hoping for any extra contributions. But for a couple of stretches, there, the backups control the game.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, earlier I spoke with Quinn Snyder. He told me this is a fun night trying to slow down a team that's so smart and opportunistic. He said, look, we've scouted them, but this is the first time we've actually seen them this season. So it will be interesting to see if we can disrupt their offense and slow them down just a little bit. Back to you, Kevin.
Okay, Dave, guys, how hard a job is it going to be to keep this team's shooting percentage down?
It's going to be very difficult. I mean, they move the ball well. They've got players who can go off if the defense isn't solid through and through.
They must win the turnover battle. Nothing disrupts an imposing offense more than coming up with some steals.
And if there was ever a guy who was more than what his stats say, it's Al Horford. Won't have nights where he drops 50 or carries a team with his shot blocking, but you ask anyone he's played with and they'll tell you he is a perfect teammate.
And the big men who compete against Horford have nothing but respect for him, Greg.
Well, it is why he's been selected as an all-star by his peers and why guys like Embiid admire his game. I mean, Horford does all the small things on the floor you need as a big man. He's so humble. He just goes about his game and makes his team better in every facet.
Jazz trail by 8. And Rubio kicks to Mitchell. Outside Favors. Nice ball movement by Utah. 5 on the clock. Rubio finds Ingles. That's good. It's Rubio with the assist. Ingles has got himself on the board with 3 there.
The silent assassin, Ingles, continues to do his job and does it at a high level.
Irving against Rubio. Goes up to the stripe. Gobert pulls it in.
Tough miss. He found some space inside the arc, but he could deliver.
Favors. Out of bounds. Boston takes possession. Here we are. November, and let's see how things are going out east in the early season. Take a look at the Hawks. They've got the #1 record in the conference, and because of it, each night out, their competition is going to bring it right at them. And of course, Boston. They're much further down in the standings right now.
And you know, for Boston, they've fallen all too quickly down to that spot at the bottom of the standings. If any team needed a bright start, it was them.
Yep, they're already been written off by a lot of people this season. I'm not ready to give up on them quite yet, but they better show me something soon.
Now, Rubio. After Gordon Hayward's three-pointer that didn't go. Back to Ingles. From deep. That shot, no good. Now Boston takes it the other way.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Irving can't get it to go. Jazz trail by 5. Down low, here's Favors. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
And while Favors has developed his outside shot, right there in the paint is his comfort zone.
With the teardrop, Gobert with the block. Rubio outside. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Mitchell.
And who doesn't love stats? Here are some numbers for Gobert. He's averaging 11 points a game, 12 rebounds, and almost 2.5 blocks. And not many players possess his kind of ability to protect the rim. I mean, you look at the block total, pretty remarkable.
All shots he's changed just by challenging them. Such a luxury to have someone like this as your last line of defense.
Irving dishes to Tatum. Irving passes to Horford. Ingles against Tatum. Over Ingles. Hits the front of the rim and out.
He's a little uncomfortable in that in-between area, and the defense plays him that way.
And slam dunk by Gobert.
That time, a lot of young guys would have jacked up a shot. Patience. Man flashes open. Mitchell delivers the basketball on time.
So the Celtics called timeout, their first. And for so long, it seems Derek Favors had played in a crowded front court, but still can get the job done.
And Favors has shown his versatility and impact in spot minutes his whole career. Every team can use a player like Favors. He just eats up space inside and can play that tough D. Offensively, I think he'd like to get back to where he was around 2015, and hopefully he'll find the chances to do so.
It's stolen by Brown. Irving kicks to Hayward. Over Favors and misses it off the right side of the rim.
And you see why his reputation is so strong defensively. He allows no separation.
And so many defenses are not designed to take away the mid-range jumper, but he's given nothing away.
And then Favors with the dunk.
Favors will never turn down a chance to dunk it. A powerful presence who really intimidates defenders with his athleticism.
Now, here is Irving. Against Phoenix, he was really on his game. Here's Brown. Nice shot from 10 feet out. Brown's got 6.
Crafty move. He recognizes the size disadvantage, and the mid-range is close enough.
Right. No reason to take it all the way to the rack. Instead, take what the defense allows.
Ingles can't get it to go.
It's been a frustrating quarter for him shooting the basketball. He just has to make sure he's taking good shots.
It's good. And now a 5-point Celtic lead.
A top-notch post game is just one of the ways Horford helps his team. One of the more important ways, though, is because he's a tough matchup down low.
And Rubio kicks to Gobert. Six to shoot. From deep Ingles. And Boston with the rebound. Tatum's got 4 rebounds in this game.
And another miss. Oof, he's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right. Utah is shooting 36% in this first quarter, trying to get their bearings. Pass to Rubio. To the paint. And a slam dunk by Favors.
Crossing up the defense, and that's what you expect from Rubio. Terrific vision.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. Smitty, you had an unbelievable career. Was there any chance or opportunity that you did not take that you wish you had?
You know, Kevin, is 3 of them. One, I had a chance to be traded to the New York Knicks. I always wondered what it would be like to play in New York. They call that the Mecca. I didn't take that chance. I think second was to get a chance to play overseas at the end of my career. I think those are the 2 things that I wish I had a chance to go back. I would make a different choices.
Again, the miss by the Celtics.
He got a good look from the mid-range area. He needs to shoot this one with more confidence.
O'Neal kicks to Gobert. That's basket number 2 with his 3rd shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Tatum against O'Neal. Tatum passes to Rozier. Here's Smart. To the middle. Tice. Good, and Smart gets the assist. Tice has got his first basket.
and they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Utah comes into this one after the win against the Mavericks. Gobert finds Korver. Back to Gobert. Fires the three. Kyle Korver, and that's good. Korver's got his first 3 points of the game.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
The pass to Tice. He dishes it to Smart. Knocked loose. Passes it to Tice. Now here's Rozier. Trains the three-pointer.
Oh, okay. It's on. Trading blows here from distance.
You know what? Both sides are in rhythm. The defense out there having no effect.
Now here's Korver. He averages a bit over 6 points a game. O'Neal against Tatum. Here's O'Neal. And there's Korver on the assist by O'Neal. Korver's got 5 now.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Tice kicks to Morris. Tatum on the wing. There we go. Now in the scoring column with that make, he is 1 for 4.
And I like the fact that Tatum has not abandoned the inside game. Solid at finding space around the rim to score.
And pushing it up, here's Boston. Here's Morris. Good on the bucket. Now it's a 5-point Celtic lead.
A beautiful bounce pass on the deck. He put it only where his man could get it.
Exum passes to Crowder. Korver kicks to O'Neal. Launches a three. It's rebounded by Tice.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Rozier the pass to Tice. And here is Morris. Right side Tatum. And slam dunk by Tatum.
And I really like how fast Tatum gets off the ground. You know, at 6'8", dunking comes easily, but he's got that forceful mind to pursue the ball.
Exum deciding where to go with it. Over to the wing. Shot from 12. He can't get that one to fall. Outside Tatum. No good on the last second attempt there. And so it's the Boston Celtics heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. We come back right after this. Al Horford was born in the Dominican Republic, and he talked about why he gravitated towards basketball instead of baseball.
Coming from a place where, you know, baseball is what's driven to us every time. I mean, I started playing baseball. I didn't play basketball. I started playing baseball, and, you know, just watching my dad play basketball, I just fell in love with the game. But people were still telling me, they're like, nobody makes it out of here, usually out of basketball. I mean, your dad was a very rare case, and you know, I just believed in it.
Wanted to follow. In his father's footsteps.
And what a career. College championships at Florida, an all-star in the NBA. I think he made the right choice.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And the Celtics guys, what jumps out to you, stats-wise?
I mean, a solid first quarter, especially looking at that plus turnover ratio.
Take care of the basketball, being disruptive on D. That combination has them out in front.
In a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. On the floor for Boston, you've got Rozier. Also, Smart out there. Morris is out there with Aaron Baines. And it's Tice in at the power forward position. And the first one at the line is good.
What a year for the Utah Jazz in 2018. A fifth-place finish in the West with a solid 48-win season. Definitely surpassed the expectations many had going into the year.
And Smitty, the Jazz certainly caught many by surprise last season.
You have to credit the job the front office did to reload the roster. Ended up losing to the Rockets in a thriller in the second round. But this is a team no opponent wants to see in the playoffs.
Utah shooting their initial free throws of the game right here.
Gobert. 2 shots.
And he can't get the first one. And for good reason. We talk about the effect of Gobert's wingspan, somewhere around 7 feet 9 inches.
Kevin, that's a tremendous advantage that few others have. I guess Mo Bamba's up there around 7 feet 10 inches. And of course, my old teammate Manu Bol still holds the record at 8 feet 6 inches.
Now here's Smart. It's stolen by Gobert. He gets a chance now to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, guys, Al Horford is a multiple all-star. And if you count his stats, you miss what he brings to the table. When you factor in his passing, his defense, his efficiency, he does all the things that help you win. Coach Brad Stevens said, Al Horford averaging 15 points a game for you is like other guys averaging 27. Kevin?
The definition of a pro. Terrific guy. Thank you, D.A. And here is Morris. After Kyle Korver hitting the three. Cephalosha against Morris. And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter of action. Korver dishes to Gobert. Korver kicks to Crowder. And again, it's the Jazz from deep.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
And so it's Smart. He'll bring up the ball for the Boston Celtics. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Rozier the pass to Baines. Rozier looking around. At the top of the key, Tice takes a three, rejected by Crowder.
Jay Crowder didn't give up on the play, tracking the ball, blocking the shot. His coach appreciates the hustle.
Kyrie Irving, he's checked in for Rozier. Exum with it. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Back to Gobert. Over Morris. Morris with the rebound. Celtics leading by 3. Outside Irving. Goes up from the top of the key. Boston, no good that time either.
And that's the look this offense is designed to produce.
Always frustrating when you do everything right, yet just can't complete the play.
Again, the miss by the Celtics.
You know, on a pretty good night for these guys overall, his shooting has been the biggest weakness.
And slam dunk by Gobert.
Superb vision and decision by Jay Crowder. Rotating the ball, executing this offensively, flawless.
Now, here is Morris. He picked up 21 points in their last win against the Suns in Phoenix. And it's good, 2 points.
You've got to give a ton of credit to the screener. That play easily opened up the easy layup for his teammate.
Korver with it, now guarded by Smart. And Gobert kicks to Korver. Back to Gobert. Shot clock at 5. Here's Exum. Count that one. Exum's got his first 2 points.
I love to see that aggression. Exum unafraid to pound it inside against some pretty good defense.
Here's Irving. And good. Got the English that time as it falls. And the Celtics lead by 3.
How about that move? You'll see very few players able to pull off. Just sensational stuff.
Cephalosha against Morris. Now here is Cephalosha. Still looking for his first bucket in this one.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
The Celtics have gone 2 of 6 from the field in the second quarter so far. Irving surveying the floor. In the corner, Smart with it. Irving kicks to Morris. Pass to Baines. Out to the wing. Here's Tice. And too long on the shot. And it's Utah's ball. They're on a 13-4 run right now. Shot by Crowder, no good. Boston shooting just 29% in the second quarter. The offense is suffering. Irving. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's going to be on Jay Crowder. In the early part of the season, Steve, if the chemistry isn't working, what can you do to try to fix that chemistry issue?
You know, obviously the general manager and the coaches, this is where they have to be communicating amongst one another, and they have to have a great feel. Because if it's not working, and this is where you have to look at maybe benching some guys or possibly trading somebody. But that's where communication comes in. You got to have it from management to coaching to players.
Players want to know, don't they? They don't want to be left in the dark. At least they want to know the lay of the land for
most of the great organizations. The communication's out front, and that's what players love. They love the trust factor from management to coaches to organizations. Taking advantage at the charity stripe like he always does. Terrific touch.
Nice ball movement by Utah. Favors finds Ingles. And the call will be against Al Horford. That is his first foul of the game. So it's Utah now, trailing by 2. Pass to Ingles. 5 on the clock. Here's Rubio, and there's another one for the Jazz.
I'll tell you, when Rubio is scoring, the offense really opens up, takes on a whole different life.
Irving passes to Horford. Brown outside. Over Favors. And out of bounds as Utah gains possession. And we'll examine here how the distribution has been between 3-pointers and 2-pointers tonight for the Jazz. And it's Utah's ball. They're on a 15-6 run. Rubio the pass to Favors. And a slam dunk by Favors.
Love the agility of Favors to roll hard to the rim after the screen. They count on him to handle that.
Rubio against Irving. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
A moment here to see the numbers for Jaylen Brown. Putting up about 10 points a night, 5 rebounds, and 2 assists. Solid numbers, the kind of production we expect. And frankly, I think he's got another level to take it to.
I totally agree. He has the IQ and the ability to take it up another level anytime he wants.
And he makes the first.
I mean, it's so impressive. Kyrie's scoring ability. Terrific shot maker, obviously gets to the line, converts at a high rate.
And good on the second, so he makes them both.
He's in attack mode, drawing contact now, getting to the line, something he didn't do at all in the first quarter.
Brown against Rubio. Mitchell kicks to Crowder. Back to Mitchell. Jacks up a three. They get the rebound. And a slam dunk by Favors.
You love the effort of Favors on the glass. He's a scrappy player who comes away with second chance opportunities for his club.
Now here's Irving. 8 points for him. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
And now he's taken a solid opening in the quarter and built on it here in the second.
Celtics have gone a perfect 7 of 7 from the line tonight.
Yeah, and over the course of the season, they're a respectable 78%. That comes in handy in close games.
The Jazz making a switch here. O'Neal's checked in. Jason Tatum, he's checked in for the Celtics. That free throw good from Kyrie Irving. And here's Rubio. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. This is to Mitchell. Inside, here's Favors. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. And Steve, you'll remember Favors had that impressive rookie season, but he's been somewhat up and down since.
He's kind of an old school power forward. Might have been an all-star 20 years ago, but nowadays the best forwards can shoot from range and can defend on the perimeter.
He's off on the second. Smitty, so much work done by the players in the offseason. In terms of development, which skills tend to be the easiest to improve upon?
I think there's one, and you got to call it a skill right now, is the easiest is getting in tip-top shape, because that's all on you. Being able to put in the time in your body and nutrition. Next, I think for guys is defensively. I think that's the skill that you obviously can work on. It's about lateral movement, and you don't need others. You can come out and work on that. Next, I think for guys is shooting. And I wouldn't say you'll be Steph Curry from one summer to another, but if you put in the work, you'll see the percentages starting to go up. Rough start to this game. Hits 1 bucket in the first and nothing here in the second. Looking a little tentative on a very makeable shot. And this one was uncontested.
And stolen by Kyrie Irving. Here's Brown. It's rebounded by Derek Favors. Favors got 4 rebounds in this game. Mitchell passes to Rubio. Horford against Favors. The dish to Mitchell. 6 on the shot clock. Shot from the top of the key, and he makes that one. Mitchell's got 5.
This is why you like to get him touches. He makes things happen.
Irving dishes to Hayward. Irving kicks to Hayward. Back to Irving. Over O'Neal. Again, the miss by the Celtics. Utah trailing here. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there.
And forcing the miss there, he just knows how to pressure you defensively.
And also protecting the rim at all costs. I love the anticipation to affect the shot.
Awesome ability to focus there by Tatum. He just has a feel and a belief in what he's doing out there.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off. And the play looked good there for a second, just couldn't finish.
Well, the pass has to be on point. Then the catch and flush just doesn't work out here.
And this is going to be an asset for Tatum. His ability to get to the line, very good at using his body to draw contact.
And that one falls for Tatum.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
Rozier, he's checked in for Boston. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
Yeah, Tatum plays with a lot of confidence. He feels like he can take on anyone and already proving to be a great leader at his age.
Now, here's Mitchell. He picked up 33 points in their last win against Dallas.
He was very active on defense, too, recording 3 steals for the game.
Mitchell with it, guarded by Tatum. Rubio with a wide-open look. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls.
A tricky cover in that mid-range area. Rubio with good ball skills can hurt you in a number of ways.
Hayward outside. He kicks it to Horford. Inside. Here's Tatum. Good for another field goal. Number 5 in the night. 5 for 10 shooting.
Big difference from the first quarter to the second. His shot looks completely in rhythm now.
Rubio looking it over. Here's Favors. That's good. It's Rubio with the assist. Rubio's got 4 assists in the game.
In addition to his post moves and mid-range touch, Favors also takes it strong to the cup.
Now, here's Rozier. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Out to Hayward. And so the ball is out of bounds. Rozier touched it last. And now let's bring up the 2K leaderboard so we can see and check out some of the most feared defenders in the league. The steal leaders among shooting guards. Donovan Mitchell, number 1.
You know, you watch him on a game-in, game-out basis, and he just puts on a clinic defensively, both in terms of effort and technique at that off-guard spot.
His technique is so great, but it's that effort you talked about that has him at the top of this list. He puts so much into his defense, he just never lets up on that end of the floor.
Rubio against Brown, and it's Rubio penetrating. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And he's caught fire this quarter yet to miss a shot.
Now Rozier. And there's the pass to Hayward. The tray. And out of bounds as Utah gains possession. And Utah making a change here. Gobert's checked in. Boston also with the sub. Aaron Baines, he's checked in for Gordon Hayward. And Utah has possession. They trail by 1. And following this game, they'll challenge the Grizzlies on the road at the FedEx Forum in Memphis. That sets off a 5-game tour for them. O'Neal against Brown. O'Neal passes to Rubio. Another miss by Utah. Pass to Rozier. Outside Tatum. That's good, and it's Rozier with the assist. And that's 15 points for Jason Tatum.
Can't say enough about Tatum. A terrific confidence, always looking to put the ball in the basket.
What a performance for Jason Tatum. He has been the story so far for Boston. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter and is showing no signs of fatigue. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Here with Coach Quinn Snyder. Quinn, what concerns you most about the first half?
Well, I think the tempo is in their favor right now. They're fast, and they're getting up and down the floor. So they're running out in transition.
Got to beat them to the punch. Thanks very much, Coach. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everyone, to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. Some big-time action already in this one. I'm Ernie Johnson, along with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. There was no stopping Jason Tatum in the first half. He ended up with 15 points, 5 rebounds, and 1 steal. In their previous game, he had a performance he said he wanted to put behind him quickly, and so far he's doing just that with the nice first half he had here. Kenny, what's your take on Boston so far?
The differential is the free throw attempts, and that's one of the big stories in this game tonight. They were being so aggressive and so smart that all they could do on the defensive end was foul.
And Shaq, how do you think the Jazz were playing?
They did some good things, but the defense could have been much better. They allowed too many open looks, allowed the other team to make over half his shots. Some of that is not getting enough pressure on the ball, not really contesting at the rim. They look good, but not good enough.
And that's going to do it for us here. The second half of action is coming your way.
We welcome you back now to Salt Lake City with a breathtaking view of the layout of this beautiful town. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. You know, guys, Jason Tatum has really been making it happen.
And every team needs this, a guy who challenges the defense with that slashing ability.
You know what? So many teams focus on the perimeter and alley-oops. It's important to have someone who can work that in-between area.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game that's been so far. And it's Irving with the ball for the Boston Celtics. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Favors and Gobert, the tough pair inside. Rubio teams up with Mitchell in the backcourt. And it's Ingles in at the 3 spot. That's the 5 on the floor for the Jazz. Jazz trail by 4. On the wing, Mitchell, guarded by Tatum. Back to Mitchell, the 3. That's in, coming. Off an assist from Rubio. Rubio's got his 5th assist in this one. The Celtics shooting 49% on the game. They'll take that. Irving finds Horford. Back to Irving. From deep 3-point range. Rebound, Utah.
You can see the frustration. They hold the lead, but he wants to be able to contribute.
Back to Gobert. Irving against Rubio. He dishes it to Gobert. Back to Rubio. Over Irving. Rubio misses. And here's Boston. It's a 1-point game. Tatum wide open. He fires one. Good on the 3-point shot. Tatum's got 18 points.
And he just lulls the defense to sleep at times with his handle before pulling up. You can't back off this guy. That's just inviting trouble.
Mitchell wide open, and he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline.
And tonight, he just hasn't been efficient offensively. That's a big reason why they're behind. You know, coming out of the half, you want to set the tone for the rest of the game. But going 1 for 4 is the wrong way to do it.
Now, here's Rubio. Kicks it to Favors. Nice ball movement by Utah. And a slam dunk by Favors.
Able to score in a multitude of ways. Favors causing a lot of problems for the defense. And the thing about Mitchell, stands only about 6'3", but has a solid frame and long arms and is very quick off his feet.
Tatum's shot is off.
Ooh, this is turning into a slow start here in the second half. Seems like they left that offense in the locker room.
Ingles kicks to Gobert. Rubio the pass to Favors. And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That is his first foul of the game. And talking about Mitchell, you have the physical profile, and then you have the intangibles.
The first one, he's a highly competitive guy. The strides he's made with his shooting speaks volumes about his work ethic. Great character and very well spoken.
Jay Crowder's checked in for Derek Favors. Now Tatum after the missed 3 from Jay Crowder. Tatum dishes to Irving. Rejected by Crowder. And he recovers it. Irving finds Horford. And a dunk by Horford.
Well, the thing about Kyrie, he draws so much defensive attention. Someone's often left open.
Pass to Mitchell. Ingles passes to Mitchell. From deep. Drills it from outside. Mitchell's got 6 in the quarter.
Coach doing a great job of putting Mitchell in pick and roll situations. For a young player, he makes good decisions.
Irving kicks to Morris. Back to Irving. Shoots over Rubio, and good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. Irving's got 13.
Yeah, the onslaught continues. He's been unstoppable now for a couple of nights.
The momentum is building, scoring in a bunch of ways. That's why his number keeps getting called.
Now, here's Rubio. And there's the call on Rudy Gobert. That's his third foul of the game. A different look for Utah. Thabo Sefolosha is checked in for Joe Ingles, and it's Exum in for Ricky Rubio. Daniel Tice is checked in for the Celtics. Celtics leading by 3. Here's Irving. He's got 13. Outside Tatum. Pass to Tice, and he stuffs it. What a pass to set him up.
Yeah, how about that floor awareness there from Tatum? It does a good job of scanning the court and getting the ball to the open man.
And it's Exum with the ball, who will bring it up for the Utah Jazz. Crowder kicks to Mitchell. And the pass to Sefolosha. Here's Gobert. He's covered by Irving. Tatum against Mitchell. Over Tatum. Count it, and the Celtic lead has been cut down now to just 3 in the basket for Mitchell.
See, in this half, I feel like he's a much different shooter. Calm, focused, and letting things come to him.
Irving finds Morris. Shoots over Crowder. Morris, no good.
Not sure of the thought process on that one. Really bad shot selection.
Well, you're playing for the team, not just yourself. They needed much better execution that trip down the floor.
Now here is Sefolosha. Exum passes to Crowder. Kicks it out to Mitchell. Over Tatum. Off the left rim and out. Boston leading by 3. Irving with the ball. Shoots over Exum. Irving misses. Now here is Sefolosha. And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That'll be his second foul of the game. Kyle Korver, he's checked in for Utah. And the Celtics also making a change. Baines is checked in. And Gobert kicks to Sefolosha. Outside Korver. Gobert the pass to Mitchell. 5 to shoot. Over Irving. Here's Gobert. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And let's go quickly to the 2K leaderboard to see the ratings of the best passing 2 guards in basketball. Donovan Mitchell, 3rd.
And what that group has a great understanding of is the importance of ball movement. I mean, they can all create their own shot, but their superb ability to set up teammates really stands out.
Offensively, the 2 guards are so advanced. Their passing is the extra dimension that gives them the leg up on your typical NBA shooting guard.
Well, Rudy Gobert has taken on more of a leadership role with this team. Clearly a difference maker on the court with his defense, and will get the team to fall in line. Hard to argue with one of the elite rim protectors in our league.
He's a great defender. He's improved his scoring. Rudy Gobert has put a lot of work into his body and game.
Now here's Gobert. 7 points in the game. And the foul called on Marcus Morris. That's his first foul. And with Gobert, he does so much as a defender with his impact, Greg, in the paint.
Yeah, and Gobert does so much in terms of cleaning up his teammates' mistakes while they're defending out there on the perimeter. It allows his teammates to be more aggressive on D, knowing he's going to be that last line of defense. And Gobert won't let them get too comfortable, as he is one of the more vocal players in terms of shaping their D.
Now here's Smart. He's still scoreless so far in this one.
Great perimeter D. Gave a good shooter absolutely no room to operate.
Baines with the block. And so the ball out of bounds. Gobert touched it last. And look now at the various locations of the shots taken so far for Irving.
Well, you have to give him credit because he's done everything he can to help contribute, but it doesn't appear to be in the cards for him tonight. A lot of strange releases, and he just isn't the same efficient scorer that we're used to seeing.
Outside, Smart. Morris outside. And Baines kicks to Tice. Here's Smart. And poor shot selection there. Not a high percentage look for him. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
That was against good defense. He tried to sneak it in, though. We've seen him do it plenty of times.
Here's Irving. Rebounded by the Jazz. Gobert's got rebound number 15 here tonight. Outside for Korver. Passes it to Crowder. Cephalosha dishes to Gobert. And here's Korver from the arc. No good there.
And this is what he gives you, the ability to contest the shot without fouling.
Perimeter defense at a premium these days. You see the value in this kind of effort.
I mean, he's just been brilliant today, guys, and it was the same exact story last time out.
Mitchell kicks to Gobert. He feeds it to Crowder. In the corner, Cephalosha with it. The drive by Mitchell. Crowder from outside. It's rebounded by Tice. Tice has got 5 rebounds tonight. Irving finds Smart. Here's Tice. Outside Irving. Tice passes to Smart. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation.
A moment now to see the numbers for Irving. 13th in three-point field goal percentage, 15th in scoring, and he's in the top 20 in assists per game. His talent for creating easy buckets for his teammates, such an asset.
And no one's been able to guard him out there. Defender's been trying to get physical with him, but time and time again, he just shrugs him off and drills it. Korver kicks to Gobert. Here's Mitchell. Another miss, and they desperately need a bucket.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Irving against Mitchell. With the shot. Second chance shot. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
For Boston, they haven't made a mistake at the line yet. 10 of 10. First free throw is good. Steve, you know there are so many ways you can impact the game at crunch time, but there are certain guys, as you also know, that thrive on taking that last shot.
Yeah, Damian Lillard is one of those guys. They call it Dame time. James Harden, Kyrie, you look at Steph Curry. These guys have the basketball in their hands. They want to take the last shot. Kevin Durant, the greats, Russell Westbrook, they want it in their hands to be able to decide the outcome of the game, and they want it all on their shoulders.
Utah calls timeout.
Yeah, you need to refocus now. Momentum is running against you.
And from what I'm seeing, there's too many unfavorable matchups out there on the floor.
And Favors kicks to Korver. Nice ball movement by Utah. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And a moment to check out now what Utah has coming up. On Monday, they'll be taking on Jonas Valanciunas and the Memphis Grizzlies. And then on Wednesday, they'll go up against Kristaps Porzingis and the Dallas Mavericks.
And that matchup against the Sixers, they'll need to be at their best for this contest. Anything short of excellence, and they'll be in for a rough ride.
O'Neal hits them both. And here's Rozier. He brings it up for the Celtics. This game is finished. They'll be off to Portland taking on the Trailblazers. And that's the final game of this 5-game road run for the team. Jacks up a 3. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Jazz trail by 7. To the inside. Favors. There he goes again. That's his 9th straight basket. He's a perfect 9 for 9.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded-out game.
Now, here's Rozier. Morris looking over the floor. He kicks to Brown. Shot clock at 6. Over Mitchell. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got rebound number 17, if you can believe that. Mitchell outside. Pass to Gobert. Korver with it. Here's Mitchell with nobody on him. He buries the jumper. Now just a 3-point Celtic lead.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
Rozier with the ball. Now defended by Mitchell. Hayward passes to Rozier. Back to Hayward. Fires for 3, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
And those are the kinds of mistakes that are magnified when we're talking about a game down the stretch.
Ricky Rubio checked in for Kyle Korver. And a change for the Celtics. Horford's checked in. And there's a whistle. That goes on Terry Rozier. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line. Shooting for Utah, they have had a disappointing game so far from the line. Only 3 free throws made.
And really, they haven't been able to differentiate themselves from the free throw line on the season at about 76%.
What you get with Rubio, good size for a guard, terrific playmaker, and trying to become a better scorer.
And so Ricky Rubio nails both of them. The Celtics with the lead. And here is Rozier. Horford kicks to Morris. Hayward on the wing. Back to Morris. Banked in off the glass. Morris has got 6.
And this is why you gave Hayward big money, not just a score in this offense.
Has to Gobert. Down low. Here's Mitchell. It's blocked. And up the court come the Celtics on the break. Brown's got the ball. Hayward on the wing, guarded by O'Neal. Hayward finds Horford. It's Brown on the wing. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. Now it's a 5-point Celtic lead.
And you just love the cool attitude of Brown in these spots. Rising up and draining it with the shot clock up against him.
And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Celtics out in front, up by 5. Live from Vivint Smart Home Arena, you're watching 2K Sports. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Creating plays for others, it's an art form, but it's also a discipline. Fantastic job.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this 4th quarter promises to be a good one. And a look at the 5 for the Celtics to start the 4th quarter. Filling out the wings, it's Brown and Hayward. Down low, it's Morris and Horford. And it's Rozier in at the 1 spot. And it's Mitchell missing. Celtics leading by 5. Rozier the pass to Morris. And they call over the back here. Too much contact.
Yeah, I mean, the way he's climbing all over him on that one, no way the officials are going to miss that.
Yeah, he needed a ladder there. Terrible judgment as to how high and how far he could reach.
Jason Tatum, he's checked in for the Celtics. Now Mitchell. Outside Favors. Rubio against Rozier. Rubio outside. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Rubio's got the first points up on the board here in the fourth for Utah. Rubio against Rozier. Hayward kicks to Rozier. Jacks up a three. Rebound, Utah. Here's O'Neal. Offensive rebound. Favors, finds Ingles to tie it up. But he gets it back.
What a time for him to step up. Big three right there.
That's what you have to do. Clutch shots, clutch shooters, they come through in those positions.
Rozier, the pass to Horford. Hayward on the wing. That shot missing. Great D that time from Favors. To take the lead. And Boston with the rebound. Brown's got 4 rebounds in this game. Kicks to Horford. Back to Brown. Brown jams it in.
And what amazing athleticism from Brown, putting on a show out there with slams like that.
And that was an Unleashed Chaos replay, courtesy of Under Armour, wreaking havoc at the rim. Now, here's Rubio. Ingles passes to O'Neal. Back to Ingles. Rubio against Rozier. Rubio misses. The Celtics have gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. Mitchell against Brown. Over Mitchell. No good off the back of the rim. Utah's gotten some tough luck from three-point range. In the fourth quarter, they've hit just 1 of 6 from deep. Back to Ingles. Mitchell against Tatum to take the lead. And Boston with the rebound. Brown's got 5 rebounds tonight. Ingles with the rebound.
Just great at getting after it defensively, forcing guys into tough shots.
Yeah, to be successful, you've got to protect the paint. He rises to that challenge.
Now here's Hayward. Outside Tatum. Favors brings the double. Back to Brown. That doesn't go either for Brown. So Favors will bring it up for Utah. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points.
Can't emphasize this enough. This is the way Mitchell's got to play to give this team its best chance.
Crowder, he's checked in for Utah. Boston also with the sub. Kyrie Irving's checked in for Rozier. And that one falls, and that puts him up by 1 point.
In a short time span, I'm amazed at how far Donovan Mitchell's come. He has very few weaknesses for a young player.
Now, here is Irving. Puts it up. Favors with the rebound. Favors got double-digit rebounds now in the game. And it's Mitchell missing. Boston's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Tatum on the wing. Ingles covering. Ingles against Tatum. 8 for 15 with that made basket. But he's not satisfied yet. Neither team here in the fourth generating a lot of separation.
Yeah, Yeah, it's been a close one. 5 times the lead has switched hands thus far.
Now, here's Mitchell. Lets the three fly. A three-pointer is right on target. Mitchell's got 16 points here in the second half.
Sending shockwaves now. That's his 3rd triple of this half. 4th of the game.
Yep, that one goes in there. 20 points for Kyrie Irving.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Rubio with it. Guarded now by Irving. There's the three. Again, Mitchell missing. Boston shooting just 30% from the field here in the 4th. And here's Tatum for 3. A rebound by the Jazz. Mitchell kicks to Ingles. Here's Rubio. Drains it from beyond the arc. Rubio's got the lead up to 3 now for the Jazz.
And every set they're running looks like it's designed to produce a triple.
Interesting approach coming down the stretch. Looking to rack up points in chunks. He turned on the Jets. As soon as he got that screen and went right to the hole. Great decision making there.
And there's the call on Gordon Hayward. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. And the Jazz making a change here. Gobert's checked in.
Rudy Gobert.
Inside. Three-pointer, Crowder, and Utah another 3.
Their 3rd three-pointer in a row.
Celtics trail by 4. Irving up top, covered by Rubio. Irving misses. The Jazz shooting 43% from the field. From the arc, and Joe Ingles hits from deep.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. Donovan Mitchell really making a difference here.
Absolutely on fire. They need to regroup and figure out a way to slow his roll.
And now we've got a moment for our Jordan Player of the Game, Derek Favors.
And his percentage from the field tonight seems almost made up. I didn't think it was possible to have that kind of success shooting the basketball. You need a little bit of luck, a bunch of hard work, and a whole lot of talent.
The lift he got from this home crowd has been obvious. There's nothing fans love more than getting a big game out of someone other than one of their stars. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to listen in on what Brad Stevens had to say to his team. He does not like the high foul number in this game. He told them, you've got to stop biting on the shot fake. Stop gambling for steals. That's giving them easy points at the line. We'll see how they respond.
Thanks, David. Now here's Gobert after Jaylen Brown's miss. Mitchell up top, guarded by Tatum. Clock at 6. Offensive rebound. Yep, that one goes. And that's now 9 points for Rudy Gobert.
Rudy wanted it more than anyone else. He's going to be around for a long time. Look forward to watching him.
Brown the pass to Hayward. Dishes it to Horford. Here's the pass to Irving. Yep, it counts. Irving's got 4 this quarter.
Tremendous focus by Kyrie. Doesn't let the contact throw him off.
Rubio against Irving. And Rubio kicks to Mitchell. Looking for Crowder. He gets it there. Some solid defense from Brown.
And forcing the miss there, he just knows how to pressure you defensively.
And also protecting the rim at all costs. I love the anticipation to affect the shot.
Good. And now it's only a 5-point Jazz lead.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
Passes it to Gobert. Back to Mitchell. And again, it's the Jazz from deep.
Out of their last 5 makes, how about all 5 from long range?
Celtics trail by 8. Here's Irving. To the paint. And Hayward gets it to go on the assist by Irving. 6 points for Gordon Hayward.
What you like about Gordon Hayward, the full repertoire. Nice move inside.
And Rubio kicks to Ingles. Shoots. And there's another one for the Jazz.
And certainly they are not hesitating, letting it fly from deep here in the second half.
Rubio against Irving. Hayward passes to Brown. Shoots over Crowder. Hits the front of the rim and out.
And the truth is, I've been there. He's trying to find the rhythm on his shot. He feels like he's close, and that's why he keeps shooting.
And it's out of bounds. Utah able to retain possession here. Derek Favors checked in for Utah.
Derek Favors.
Mitchell outside. Lets a floater go. Ingles. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Irving against Rubio. And with that, the Utah lead is cut down to 6 in the bucket from Irving. Irving's got 8 here in the quarter. These guys have had some good motion on offense. Nice assisting.
And when everyone's involved offensively, it has a way of helping you on the defensive side as well.
Now, here's Mitchell. Kicks it out to Rubio. Just 5 to shoot. From deep. Utah the rebound. And then Favors with the dunk.
And the defense out of position on that possession, which allowed for him to get that offensive board.
Well said. Yes, he did. You're right, Greg. That's a tremendous jam on the putback.
You know what? When you don't box him out, he will burn you for it. He threw that putback down with the authority.
Here's Irving after the basket by Utah. Brown, good.
And with Brown, it doesn't matter what point in the game it's at. He's ready to shoot whenever and wherever he has the ball in a good spot.
Now, here's Mitchell. 13 feet away. The shot comes out.
Well, this is what happens when you're a threat down low. You attract a lot of defensive attention.
Knocks it loose. He had stolen by Ingles. And Rubio kicks to Mitchell. Over Tatum. And all around the rim that time before dropping in.
Donovan Mitchell, he covers every base, even showing the touch from mid-range.
Irving from long range. Good D by Rubio.
There's some defense for you. For someone who's as good at shooting the 3-ball as he is, you need a defender who's equally good at guarding against it.
And stolen by Tatum.
And the point differential, just too difficult to overcome.
This is where it stings. You just want to keep competing, but deep down, you know it's just not your night.
Yeah, the aggressive D inside leads to a missed opportunity there.
You know, he had terrific position, does a good job of affecting the shot without fouling.
Substitution on the court.
16 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
At the line for your Jazz, Dante Exum, taking 2 shots.
He drops the first one, and that stretches their lead to 8.
The point guard out of Australia, Dante Exum, is a rare physical specimen. Reason why he has great length at that point guard position. Great size. Wow, stepping up in the clutch. Great way to end this.
Here's Irving. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That's on Dante Exum.
The shiftiness of Kyrie earns him a trip to the stripe.
Line for the Celtics, Kyrie Irving.
Gentlemen, 2 shots.
2 shots.
2 shots.
Good on the first, and that brings them within 8. Both free throws good from Kyrie Irving. 6 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Exum with it, and so it's Utah with the win. It was up for grabs right until the final seconds.
Yeah, and for me, Kevin, what stood out is just the overall trust this group has in one another when it matters most. Doing what had to be done and to send these fans home happy.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. With Dante Exum, Dante, still a young guy in this league. What do you want to focus on with your development?
I think it's just staying in the defensive end. Sometimes in the heat of the play, you kind of lose sight of it, and it's just about staying in there and just helping your teammates out. So,
a very young guy on a very good team. Thank you, Dante. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. Now, for Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA here on 2K Sports. See you next time.